Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Live Science as I am tracking the sun. The sun seems happy and active today. It is a cool and crisp, clear skied day here in Houston, Texas. And I even got a bird friend hanging out with me, enjoying the sunlight. And I would like to say happy holidays and Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Grand Rising. I gotta tell you, the sun was doing some super cool stuff with its cosmic rays or whatever, and it even looked like there were shapes forming and happening on the corona, so I went live, and then it stopped. So now I feel like a jerk. Were those moments just to be shared with me and the sun, and I ruined them by trying to turn the Black Mirror capture device upon it? I will never know. Quantum physics is crazy. And how can you have a serious discussion about free will and destiny if somebody doesn't have empathy? Because, you got to be able to feel stuff and feel stuff well to understand stuff, especially on a big picture level, I think. And so if you can't feel forever, how can you plan for forever? You know what I'm saying? Well, there was a coronal mass ejection yesterday. It was pretty big, and it had shape and texture. But that giant triangle is on the sun, which to me, the 8 years that I've been doing Thor News, that giant triangle, there's a coronal hole. We can't see it here, but it's back in the NASA captures. And so that giant triangle in the sun has always been like a super cool thing. Whenever that shows up, it's like a giant slice of pizza or just a giant triangle. It's in the sun. So why would the sun make a giant triangle? We don't know. Just like there are hexagons at the top of Saturn. Why is Mother Nature, in a solar system sense, making these crazy geometric shapes that seem odd in hydrostatic equilibrium? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the sun is so cool, and I definitely do not know what the sun is going to do next, but it would be my guess that we've been going through some type of 3D to 5D progression since 2012 in the sky. Would you agree, Bird? I mean, who knows the sky better than the birds? One day if we do get the technology where we can translate bird language into human language, that would be a very interesting day. Now I'm going to go back to watch the season ender of The Mandalorian. Chapter 16, The Rescue. And I can relate to The Mandalorian because every 3 to 4 episodes, he has to be rescued. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking about my birthday's tomorrow. I don't have children. I've always wanted to have children. I've always said I would name my first 2 sons Shield and Seven. So here I am, 22 years later, 2 Jupiter cycles later, at almost the exact same point. And the Mandalorian is like Shield, and Baby Yoda is like Seven. And I did work in the desert for 40 days with the guy who invented Yoda, the director of Empire Strikes Back, Irvin Kershner. And we had many long conversations about Mandalorian armor, the future of Mandalorians. And I had a treatment that I'd written up on Boba Fett called The Chronicles of Boba Fett. So I gotta tell you, I did not have Boba Fett on my 2020 bingo card, but I was very glad when it popped, man. I was like, there was a good surprise. Okay, great. But yeah, Things are crazy, just getting crazier. Wild. It has been a crazy run from 20, wait, from 2000 double aught to 2020, man. You know what I'm saying? From the mid 90s till now, the last time we had a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction, which is happening in like 72 hours. The fact that you have two planets line up in the sky, that seems like some type of proof of divine architecture on a celestial sense. Or, I mean, technically the sun, the moon, planets, the stars are all the heavens. Yeah, and today's the last day of Jupiter in Capricorn. Okay, I love y'all. Y'all have a great day. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Kick-ass Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. And happy Royal Grand Conjunction. Where two planets, I mean, the sky is giant. How many degrees are in this thing? The total globe? Like the fact that of all the little degrees, you could have tiny planets cross over each other every 20 years and have a moon that crosses over the sun. Like that is divine architecture on levels we do not understand. And like nobody wants to admit how much they don't understand the heavens and divine architecture. It's pretty maddening. It's like we're cavemen arguing about shit all the time. And now these Black Mirror monoliths allowed us to argue better all the time. There's a flying machine. Wait. You see him? Crap. Now you salute, put your hand to your heart, say thank you. I mean, yeah, pilots. And watching The Mandalorian as a kid, man, I always wanted jetpacks. Like when you were growing up, like as a kid, what would you want like the most? If in a future, 20 years from now, I'd be like jetpacks, space trucks, and jetpacks. And so The Mandalorian, everybody's flying around with jetpacks. So I'm like, oh man, all my jetpack cravings are back. And it would be cool to ride on an F-35 or an F-16, you know, in my lifetime. Good stuff is definitely still possible. Absolutely. And I do think rock and roll will return. We will see though. It's a cliffhanger. And thank you, God, friends and family, for a charmed life. Stay cool. Love you guys. Merry Christmas.